Win. I think Seton Hall is one of the best perimeter defensive teams in our league. They have, I think, the second best three-point defensive field goal percentage, and I thought they did a really good job, especially in the first half, of taking away our threes. And the only answer you have when somebody does that is if you can have forward that can make plays, you know. And I thought Daniel and JayVaughn were just awesome, not just scoring, but playing off each other, and also guarding their perimeter guys sometimes. This is a big-time game for our two forwards.
Jay, number 400, can we just get this out of the way? I know you don't want to talk about it, but what do you think?
Very humbling, and I just feel very fortunate to be able to coach at Villanova. Whoever coaches at Villanova is going to get a lot of this.
Jay, you guys missed a lot of shots early, and then you look up and you're still right there. You're still down by 4 points, 2 points. When you see this team all year, it's pretty easy to think, okay, the shots are going to fall. So do you feel pretty fortunate to be that close at that point?
I got to say, early in the year, I wasn't that confident because I didn't think our defense was good enough to keep us in when we weren't scoring. And I think we're starting to get there. We still got some work to do, but I thought like you said, we were missing a lot of shots, but we were getting stops, you know. And I thought our defense kept us in the first half. And you got to give Seton Hall credit. I mean, they've had some good road wins because they go into your place and they take away your threes. And most teams at home make threes, you know. And again, we shot 5 for 21. They do a really good job. And so our defense kept us in for a while, and then these two, I think, took over in the second half.
Sure. For a team to have the interior passing that you guys showed tonight, I mean, how much tougher does that make a team to have that kind of pass?
You know what, Joe? That's the thing. You know, I don't know if we've ever had that. I don't think since we've been here we've had that type of interior passing. We've had some scoring, right? But these two can score and they really pass well. Even JayVaughn had a play of a break at the end. He got in the middle like a guard, threw a bounce pass to Darren. Now, I don't know if he gets an assist for that, but it was an intentional foul. That's a big time play for a big guy in the open floor.
How about Daniel's passing? How has that evolved over time?
Well, that hasn't evolved. I mean, he's always been a great passer, but he hasn't scored, so they wouldn't play him, so he couldn't make the passes. You know, now he's just scored. Like he had the one pass he had late in the second half when he drove to the right side. Any other player dunks that. You know, he had a dunk, but he'd rather make the pass, and he passes to JP, and JP gets a dunk. You know, he loves the pass. He brought that to Villanova.
Jay, you guys are so balanced. You go into a game like this thinking, well, this is the kind of game where these guys can have a good game, or is it just kind of flow with so many different guys on the court?
You know, watching them, we talked about it going into the game that they're gonna take away our three-point shots, and they're gonna make our forwards make plays, and we talked about it. And at halftime, we talked about the fact that we were doing a decent job, but that these two, got to do a better job, Again, they take away threes, man. They're great at it. Just look at the stats. They're really good, and they're long and athletic. And I don't think we didn't do as good a job in the first half as we should have, getting these guys the ball and letting these guys make plays.
JayVaughn, how much easier does that make it for you that Daniel's getting better at taking guys away from the middle?
It's going opportunities for me on the block and getting that's really it. Just getting over opportunities for me to score and getting my teammates some open shots.
Jay, Edwin scored 8 points at the end of the first 10 points, a couple of them works. Didn't score the rest of the game. What did you guys do here?
Yeah, James Bell and Darren Hilliard, those guys, and Dylan Ennis too. Guard me. That's why we couldn't press him as much because they were getting him in the press. They were getting the ball in the open floor. He's too good. And so we tried to keep fresh bodies on him between James Bell, Ennis, and Hilliard. And I think it wore out Darren Hilliard a little bit. He didn't have the offensive game he normally has, but he did a really good job defensively.
Jay, you told about 3-game road stretch that you have coming up this early, your last big road swing of the year. You'll be tested.
Definitely. We'll take it one game at a time. We will. But we know it's out there. And the only way you can approach that is just get the first one. And then whatever happens on the first one, you just learn from it and you move on. going out to Paul it's just always been a tough place for us to play. We've had overtime games there, lost there. It's a tough place for us to play. So that's the next challenge.
Daniel, there was that one stretch late in the first half where they get like 3 dunks in a row and they really kind of started to change the game around. What was working right for you there?
My teammates were just driving the ball, and the big guy was stepping up there. We practice that every day, just stepping to the ball and dunking it.
Why do you like passing so much?
I just like seeing my teammates score and making them happy, really. I can care less about myself, really.
I would like to see him score a little more. He is. He's the most unselfish.
Daniel, why tonight did that two-man game with you and JayVaughn seem to work so well?
Coach, before the game, Coach was talking to us about how they're going to deny guards, take guard threes. So he said JP and myself would have to really work together, look for each other on the inside, the guards are denied, and we just executed the game.
You've kind of been getting better and better as the season goes on. Can you kind of just talk about how that feels? Just keep getting better.
It feels good. Coach always talks to us about being the best team we could be at the end of the season, and for me to just keep getting better is helping the team and helping us get to that goal.
Do you take a lot of pride in having that kind of complete game? I think you have 10 assists in your last 2 games. You have a lot of pride in being able to do things other than score and rebound.
Definitely. Scoring is just it's a small part of the game. There's a lot of other things, defending, rebounding, passing, getting your teammates involved.
Jay, you guys had finally got them around like the 3-minute mark in the first half, and the next 90 seconds you guys hit the gas. Did you feel like that was sort of like the knockout blow? Because it seemed like they never really got up.
Yeah, that was important because we were down, within 2, and we went on a run there and put together some stops, and we actually tried to get a 2-for-1 there at the end. That wasn't smart on my part. We didn't have time. Arch took that crazy shot. That wasn't Arch, that was me. But probably if we didn't do that, it could have been a little bit better. We could have ran that down a little bit more. We were playing really well for the half.
Jay, how is Archie? He came to the score stop about 3 minutes left and you called it back.
Well, yeah, because it was like 12. We were going to put him in the game, and then before there was a stop, it got to like 18. So I pulled it back.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Jay, what was it about the second? You won 5 in a row now, and the second half seemed to be always the deciding half for you. Even no matter how sluggishly you go in the first half, you're like a different team. Or tonight you were like the same team the last 4 minutes. But what is the explanation for that?
Definitely our depth. I really do. I didn't think tonight our starters started the game really well, and we just tried to get Tony in there. Tony always brings us energy, and Dylan Ennis brought us good energy. And so while they're doing that, the starters are sitting, and they're fresh. And then we talked about that at halftime. That they can start the second half strong, and I thought they did a great job starting the second half. And then then when the starters do that, now the guys are coming off the bench with a little bit of a lead, and they're bringing energy. But I think it's definitely our depth, the way we can spread out minutes.
I see that you always have 1 or 2 runs in. Does that come from that too? Like you always have a spurt in you, sort of, it's going to come.
Yeah, I think it comes from 2 things, Mike. One, our depth, that we can get a lineup on there that's, we have enough guys that come in there and can score. Someone's going to get hot, and then we're a pretty good 3-point shooting team. So usually, you hit a 3, it's just contagious. You can go on a run. So I think the fact that we can hit a couple 3s in a row, like we didn't do that tonight, but I thought our defense got us on a run a couple times.
Jay, what do you think about when you think of 400 wins? What comes to mind? First win you think of?
Honestly, I just don't think about it. I really don't. Because some of it makes me feel old. Some of it, I just think about the next game. So I really don't think. I feel it's humbling when people talk about it. Like I said, I think I'm lucky to coach at Villanova. You look at everybody coached before, they won a lot of games. A lot of it has to do with being at Villanova, the kind of players and guys you get here.
Anything else? Talk about picking up your 400th win in front of the home fans tonight.
It was nice. It was very nice to do it here. Our students were great. They were chanting, and it's a great place to coach, man. It really is. It's a special place. I just feel very humbled and fortunate to be here. Thank you, guys.